Hello, and welcome to my favorite unit of all of American History 2, and that is Unit 5. The great part about this unit is it's organized all by itself. It's really a fantastic unit. Unit 5 essentially covers the 1920s, and the 1920s are a time of tremendous prosperity for the citizens of the United States. We have helped win World War One. A lot of Germany, Austria, Hungary. We're at the table with the big dogs now. We're unquestionably the leader of the Western Hemisphere, and now we're taking our place as part of a world community where the world recognizes us as really big dogs. So that's a pretty big thing. The 1920s are going to see the invention, not the invention, but like the predominance of things like automobiles and steam engines and electrical power and telephones and photography and all kinds of things. Drug use, music, black people getting their rightful place in our society. Now, we're not talking about no more segregation, but if you're talking about a decade where jazz is invented, you're talking my language. So this is a really fantastic, and of course, as you know, it's all going to come crashing down and fall apart due to speculation in the stock market and buying on margin. October of 1929, all the prosperity and incredible greatness of the 20s, all the jazz music, the lost generation of writers like Fitzgerald and all of those guys, all of it's going to be blown away by the Great Depression, which sets in the 30s. But the 20s, let's not worry about the Great Depression yet. Let's live it up for a little while. The 1920s are really a good time. This unit is divided into four sections. The first section talks about our recovery from World War One and how we're kind of suspicious of foreigners and we don't like things that aren't done the American way. The next piece we talk about the jazz age, which is the 20s, the music and the culture and the excitement. We're going to talk about how religious people are going to get alcohol banned, prohibition, and then you're going to have gangsters and thugs and crooks and hoods come in and try to bring in more alcohol because, people in the 20s really wanted to drink. And then we're going to talk about the politics of the 1920s. What was going on? Was there corruption? Here's a hint. Yes, there was. And then, we're going to move on into kind of a sad chapter. It's weird that the 1920s are so great while the 1930s are so terrible. It kind of provides a balance. But for a little while, for a whole decade after the end of World War One, we're going to party. And we're going to party like it's not 1929. Good luck. If you have any questions, be sure that you get in touch with your teacher. You should email your teacher every 2 or 3 days just to let them know that you are on track here and just doing so good. And they're going to know from your grades, but that's my secret hint. Email your teacher and say, I really liked this, or this part was terrible. Do that, and they'll know that you're up with them. All right? Good luck.